my name's James. I go by JH Rascal 1 on eBay. I'm a longtime reseller, and my wife and I are longtime thrifters. I've actually got items up for sale on eBay at the moment and having some moderate success, but just doing it part-time, no big deal. What we've found here recently is what we've been doing is we'll sell something, we'll drive it down to the post office, we'll stop in the local Goodwill, we'll find a few items and flip them or attempt to flip them, again with moderate success. But when we started reselling and doing this stuff, we started off by just gathering up things around the house. We've had kids go off to college, they've outgrown stuff through the years, and we were just gonna take all this stuff and donate it to Goodwill anyway. So we got the idea of like, well, if we're going to Goodwill and we're buying stuff and we're actually flipping it, why aren't we sourcing in our own home? I'm sure maybe that's very logical to a lot of people. In the beginning it was to us, but what we found is we've actually really lost sight of that. So what we're hoping to start here today with our first YouTube videos is we're hoping to start like a beginner session, a journey, a group of people that are kind of in the same boat maybe as us, or maybe their circumstances are a little bit different, and they've just got clutter. Maybe you don't have a Goodwill close to you where you can take it and drop it off. Maybe you need a little bit of extra cash. Maybe you're just looking to buy a coffee. Maybe you're like me and I like to buy tools. Who knows? Money is never a bad thing. So what we're gonna start here is we're hoping to start a journey together. My wife and I, and whoever else wants to follow along with us. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through this pile here. Now what this pile here is this is all the stuff that we had sitting in bags, and it was supposed to go to Goodwill. It was gonna go to Goodwill, and we kind of started going through it, and some of it's been filtered through. A few items have actually made it to eBay and have been sold, and hopefully those folks are enjoying it. But what we're trying to refocus at this point is what we're doing. So what we're gonna start today is we're gonna go through this from the beginning, kind of the way we started off, and hopefully through this, we're gonna collect people that are in similar situations as us, who can provide feedback in the comments section to help us, and maybe we can answer back and help y'all, and maybe we can grow as a small little community together. We're gonna go through this pile. We're gonna try to find maybe 2 or 3 things that we can put up on eBay, and hopefully flip it for a few bucks and see what happens. So before we start doing that, I have one question for any of the experienced resellers that might come across this video and watch it. I know in the reseller community, this is called a death pile, but if I didn't go pay anything for it, is it still a death pile, or would it be technically a money pile at that point? Let me know. All right, so one of the first things that I did when I first started was I found things that were simple and easy to ship that we had here in the house. We found that clothing items were easier to ship from a perspective of weight and how to get it done. So basically like a t-shirt or something, you can just put it in a poly bag and ship it, and it usually costs like maybe $3 or $4 to do it. But in retrospect, sitting back and thinking about it, we went out and bought poly bags with our own money before we ever even had our first sale, because I knew it was something that I needed from watching other people on YouTube. So the thought process that I had here is when we go through this pile, what we'll do is we'll look for something along the lines of something that's gonna be bigger than t-shirts, or something that's gonna have to be shipped out through priority mail. And the reason I say priority mail is, yes, it's a little more expensive, but you can get the shipping supplies free from USPS.com. You go to the website, you create a login, and they'll ship you, you can go in and you order just like different boxes and things like that. Some of them are flat rate, some of them are based off weight, but normally your bigger items you're gonna ship through priority mail. These are 2 right here. Got these, I actually ordered these from the website, and then I picked up a few of these today when I went and dropped off an order I had earlier at the post office. So the thought process is somewhere in this nightmare, I know there's blue jeans. And depending on the size of the blue jeans, it'll fit pretty good in here. This cost me $7.55 to ship. So if I sell a pair of jeans for anything between like 15 to 25 bucks, that more than covers the cost of the shipping. So what we'll do is we'll go through here, we'll try to see if we can't find a pair of jeans. I know it's in here somewhere, really, I do. There's some there. Okay. We'll stop there for right now. This is a pair of Miss Me jeans, size 27. We used to buy the kids some bougie stuff. What in the world? All right, so here's a pair of Miss Me jeans. Miss Me means? Means? Yeah, means. Miss Me jeans. Waist is 27, and the inseam is 31. So I know for a fact, just because I've sold another pair of these just the other day, that I can take these, fold them again, and then fold them again, and they will slide in here and ship. So I think it's probably best, since we're trying to kind of reboot and start from the beginning, let's see if we can't sell a couple pairs of jeans. We'll take the money from those sales, minus our fees and everything, and then we'll go look for some poly bags where we can start maybe shipping some of these shirts. And I think there's scarves in here, and there's a bunch in here. Hopefully we'll get through all of it through our journey together. Pause it. That's a gap.
Mm-hmm.
What in the world? It's brand new pajamas that were never worn.
Girls.
Yeah. The whole bottom of this box, I think, is jeans, actually. Wow. Hold on a second. What have we been... Oh my goodness, what have we been doing? Oh wow. That's 3 more pairs there. So if anything comes after me, send in like the Marines or something, okay? Well, I will say at some point in time, I was organized, because I know the stuff at the bottom of this box was folded. We'll fix that later. What I didn't realize is how many pairs of jeans we actually had in here. So
that's a lot.
That is a lot of jeans. So looks like we got some work cut out for us. Let's just find like 2 or 3 pairs of like maybe different sizes, maybe different brands, and start testing the water that way and see how it goes. Grace boot cut? I'm not sure what Grace is.
It's Western wear.
Western wear?
Mm-hmm.
Are they supposed to be like acid washed like that?
Yes.
Okay. Ari? Like Arya Stark? Okay. So we have some Game of Thrones jeans, I guess. navy straight leg. Rue 21. That's going to be the middle child, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's put those aside. We'll go for those maybe. I don't recognize that one. I think these are Old Navy. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? Okay, Miss Me's size 26. Look like they're in pretty good shape. They've got all the studs and everything on the back of them. It is missing one button right there. We'll have to make sure we point that out in the pictures. We'll give that one a go. And then this is another pair of Miss Me's. Again, they got all the studs. It's got all the studs on the tag. Let's start with those three. Let's go there. And then we'll build from there. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So now we've picked out what it is that we're gonna do. What we're gonna put up for auction, what we're gonna sell, what we're gonna attempt to sell. So normally what I do is I come in our laundry room because it has the best lighting, and I'll start off by hanging them here. Now, the thing I want everybody to understand is this is not a complicated process. You don't have to overthink it. I'm by no means a professional, but I've had success doing it. I'm still using an iPhone 6 to take my photos. Yes, the phone is old, so am I. It'll be okay. But you can take your photos on here, and you can do everything from the eBay app on your phone. Or actually what I like to do is I'll use the eBay app to take the photos, or I'll take the photos on my phone, and then I will, on the app, and I'll show you how to do it here in just a second, I'll click save for later, and then I'll move to my laptop. But some of you might not have a laptop. You can realistically do it all from just simply your phone. So let me kind of show you how I go about doing it. Please keep in mind, we're new to YouTube. This is a first go for us. So I'm gonna actually pull the eBay app up on my phone, and we're gonna zoom in on my phone, and I'm gonna kind of show you what I do, because this is really pretty simplistic. I feel like anybody can do it. All right, so as you can see, we've got the eBay app going here. All right, and so we're gonna search for, and I've already searched it. You can see it's Miss Me jeans, and the waist is 28. We're gonna click that, and then we're gonna filter it out. We want pre-owned because that's what we have, and then I've already searched inseam 32 because that's what it is. The other thing I like to do is I like to go down here to the show more. And I click on sold and completed items. Hit the X and find them. And you can see that they're selling. You can even sort them by, it's already sorted by ended recently. So this pair sold here on November the 29th. It was for $24.95 plus $8.52 shipping. So what I like to do is I like to click on one that's sold, and then I click sell one like this. All right, then you just click here, access your camera, and start taking your photos. Now, what we're gonna do now is we would take some photos. Normally what I would do is I would take a photo of them hanging on the wall here. I like to zoom in real close on both the pockets. I like to get both the cuffs down here so people can see that they are or are not frayed. I try to take as many clarifying pictures as possible so somebody can go in and look at the photos and get an honest view of what it is they're getting, because we're not trying to get anything over on anybody. If it's got a hole, we'll point out a hole. Here's an example. This particular pair, well, I grabbed the wrong pair. But if you remember earlier, I grabbed that pair that was missing the little snap there, or the little rhinestone. Normally what I'll do when I'm taking the picture is I will go like this at a spot with a pencil or maybe a matte color or whatever to point out what is actually missing or what is wrong with the jeans. There's actually nothing wrong with these jeans. They're in really good shape. So what we'll do is we'll snap the photos. We'll snap a photo here, get both the back pockets, get this. I then take them, I lay them down over here. I got a couple of boards for my woodworking projects, and I will actually snap a photo of the picture of the inside. So let me get that done, and then we'll come right back. All right. So I've got all the photos snapped. They're on my phone. We're gonna go back to the phone now so I can show you what we're doing here. All right, so now all the photos are snapped, and you can kind of see they're down here along the bottom. And all we're gonna do is we're just gonna click up at the top where it says done. We're gonna do done, and all those photos are gonna upload. And it's gonna take them a minute. So once all these photos are uploaded, you have two options at this point. You can either go through and you can crop these photos to zoom in and look, because like you can see some of them are better than others, some of them are closer than others. We want to try to give people a close-up of hemlines and seams and where the rhinestones are at and stuff like that, so they can get a really good view of what it is they're trying to buy. Now, obviously, these are not professional grade photos, but they're good enough to get the point across. As long as somebody can actually see what it is you have and what it is you're doing, I think that your odds of success are probably better than if you're trying to take, dark photos that are set up professionally. Now, obviously, if it's set up professionally, then most likely it's not going to be dark, because there are people out there that are really good photographers. They know what they're doing, and they're not doing it on an old iPhone 6 either. So with that in mind, you kind of roll with what you got to work with. All right, so we've got our main photo here. We can click on that, and you can go down here to the bottom, and there's a little crop button. You can click crop, and you can go and just kind of square in and take it off. Go across like that. Let's go up just a little bit. There we go. And then hit the crop button at the top. Bam, we cropped in, we moved in, and done. And you can go on to the next one, and 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 do it. Now, for me, it's easier for me to just scroll. For me, it's easier just to scroll down to the bottom and hit save for later and go to my laptop and finish it up, because I can just go under my eBay selling and it's there. The other thing I will do when I'm there is I will go in there and I will adjust this information as it applies to the actual product. Because remember, we started off of another listing that had already sold. So some of this information may not be the same. You got to go through and check it. Like these are 2832s, which we had 2832s, but they've got a model number in there, I think, or a design number, or I think our design number is different. So we would want to go in and change that. But I feel that since we know that this was created off of one that had already sold, so they obviously have good information in here. So they knew what they were doing, and we're starting out, we're learning. So yes, we're kind of copying, but we got to make sure that the information is correct for what we have. So if you're going to do the whole thing from the phone, you're going to go in here and you're going to click in there, and you can go in there and you can make your adjustments. Again, I'm going to go do all this on my laptop and click done, and then go to the next one and go through and make sure all this, like these were boot cut jeans. We don't have boot cut jeans. We have straight legs. So we're going to have to go in and we're going to have to change that. And so there's just make sure all the information is accurate and up to date and good to go. I'm going to click save for later because I'm going to go finish this up on my laptop. What I'll do is I'll work on getting those jeans up, along with 2 more pairs for sure that we pulled out, and definitely going to be working on getting some of those others. There was a lot more jeans in there than what I remembered. Whoops. But hopefully what we'll be doing is we'll be checking back with you here in a few days. Maybe we've got a sale, maybe we don't have a sale. And if we have a sale, then we'll go through how to package it up, and how to print off a shipping label. Or now they've even got QR codes that you can use. Again, I have a printer that's probably 8 or 9 years old. I'm not using anything fancy. I don't have a Rollo or any of the rest of that stuff. I'm doing this with a printer. I print it off on a piece of paper, I cut the label, I tape it on. The point I'm trying to make here is the fact you do not have to have a lot to try to make a few extra bucks doing this. It can be done very easily. All right, so we're gonna close out this video because I'm really trying not to take too much of your time, mainly because I understand that this is our first YouTube video, and if you're with us at this point, you're a wonderful person. We really appreciate it. If you could hit the subscribe button, that would be great. Hit the bell so that way you'll get notifications when we do another one. Hopefully when we come back and do another one, we can go through how to ship these jeans out and hopefully educate people further. With that being said, I know for a fact I don't know it all. I know for a fact that I have a lot of room for improvement. So if you're somebody that's done this and you've stumbled across this video, please feel free to help out myself and anybody else that might watch this video by putting comments down there on how to improve this process, photo taking. Any constructive criticism that you have, we will gladly take. Until next time, thank you.